Another thing that pushes the illusion that these animated characters are talking is the use of phonemes. Now, those are the different mouth shapes that are swapped out and line up with the audio that's actually been given. So in order to do this, basically the mouth is going to have anywhere from 9 to 11 different mouth shapes. For instance, what would the mouth look like if it were doing a P sound or an O sound or F or V? Now, to actually see the types of phonemes that Toon Boom uses for its automated lip sync, you can simply come to your sound layer, double click on the music note, and you see these different letters representing the different phonemes. Now, these letters aren't the actual sounds, they're just a way of keeping them in order. Now, to see a bigger representation of this, there's something I found online that's a really cool image. I'm going to go to Chrome. And this was done by Cartoon Thunder, Rob Campbell. And what he did was he drew out the letters that are in the Toon Boom map. And then at the base, pretty much wrote out what those different sounds are. So let's go back to Toon Boom. And I'm going to close this out. So what I'm going to do is make sure my animate button is turned off here. I'm going to expand our drawing here, and I'm going to go down to the mouth layer, and basically on the mouth timeline we're going to draw out the different shapes or the different phonemes. Now, to get a better view of the mouth, I'm going to simply go to my drawing view and zoom in. And right now we're on frame 1. And what I'm going to do is write out little notes here. I'm going to select my sketch color. And I know that the first mouth is going to be the X, or the closed mouth. And what I can do now is simply go to the very next frame. I'm just going to go to my drawing substitution, and on frame 2, this is where it would be the letter A. And now I'm just going to do this via my keyboard. Frame 3 would be B. Frame 4 would be C. 5 is D. 6 we'll do E. 7 is F. And that's the last amount of drawings that we have so far, but in order to get another one, I'm simply going to come down to the mouth layer here, and I'm going to right click, go to drawings, and I want to duplicate that drawing. So if you look now, this is 8. So I can come in and add the last letter I need, which is G. And I'm going to do one extra one. So right click and duplicate the drawing. And this one I will simply call extra. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this and draw out the different shapes and also write down my notes. And all of that will be based on the Cartoon Thunder notes here and the way that the lip sync section is set up inside of Animate. Okay, so now we've gone in and I have all of our different phonemes drawn out here. I'm going to use my bracket keys. So we have X, which is closed, the A, which is the BMP, B for consonants, and then we have the letter E, then we're doing A and I, O, W and Q, F and V, and we have an extra one. Now, each of these actually has a frame number, but what we're going to do now is go in and match up the actual drawing name with the letter here. So in order to change the drawing name, you'd simply make sure you're on the right layer, we're on the mouth layer. So I can go to Drawing, come down to Rename Drawing, or I can simply do Command-Shift-D, and that's Control-Shift-D on PC. So I'm making sure I'm in the camera view when I do this. Let's do Command-Shift-D, and we'll make this the letter X. Now I'll go over to my drawing substitution and just come back and find the next, which is going to be drawing 2, which is going to be A. So we'll do Command-Shift-D. We'll call this A. All right, and we'll just keep doing this and filling these out. Let's Command-Shift-D. This will be B. And I'm just going to speed through these real quick. And so now we've set up all of our phonemes. I'm going to go back to our camera view. And if I go through the different phonemes here, I'm just using my bracket keys. And I'm going to leave the little highlighted letters here just so it will help me once I start working on the automated lip sync. Now that we've drawn out our phonemes and we've even updated our names, we'll now start working on adding in the automatic lip sync.